I want to talk to you today about 5 music marketing avenues that work for me today and will always be working and can be running for you right now to get your music out there. And I'm going to be reading from my book, How to Write and Release Your First Song, Songwriting Secrets from an Award-Winning Artist, which is me trying to help you become an award-winning artist and get to hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners. Well, the first thing I want to cover today is YouTube ads. If you have a music or a lyric video, one of the most effective ways to promote it is by running in-stream YouTube ads in front of other people's videos. You've seen it so many times where you're on YouTube and you go to watch a video and what comes up? Some video promoting a product, a service, or a video, or music, or a lyric video like yours. And the cool thing is here is you can be running these video ads for a penny a view. All right, up like as low as a penny a view to a very targeted audience. All right, so if you're a rock artist, you wouldn't just target rock, you would target who you sound like. Maybe you sound like Nirvana or Guns N' Roses, or insert the style of music you make, right? So that it's not this wide shotgun approach, it's dialed in and it's super narrow. And the cool thing is this is running 24/7. You know, you can set this up $5-10 a day, whatever it is, and it's promoting your video. And as you get more budget, you grow. And this is the thing, there's different ideas I'm going to share right now, and it might feel overwhelming. Choose one. Just choose one of the 5 that I'm going to share right now. And again, get this book so that you can read it yourself and get more ideas, okay? But you are literally virtually buying onto somebody's tour by running YouTube ads. All right, you're literally buying onto their tour. You're performing in front of their video. So it could be someone's music video, or you can target their whole channel. All right, just Google how to run YouTube ads. It's not that hard. AdWords.com, okay? And the cool thing is once you hit that 10,000 views, then you can monetize your channel. And that should be your goal this year. 10,000 views. Type below this video if that hit you. You're like, yes, I'm getting 10,000 views on my total channel and I'm monetizing my channel this year. Post it below. The next one is, of course, buying onto a tour, not virtually, but physically. One of the best investments I've ever made, and I talked about this in my other book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams, is one of the best tours I ever bought on was when I paid $1,000 per show. Per show. Because I was in front of thousands of people every single night. And I think there was 4 bands, and so we weren't the first band, we were the second of 4. So it was this one band, then us, then the main support, then the headliner. Okay, 4 bands, we were number 2, crushed it in merch. I still have fans to this day that say they saw me there and became a fan. All right, and so sometimes you got to earn your way in. All right, by just building up your fan base organically, slogging it out on the road, slogging it out on social media, just posting organically, not spending any money on ads, or you can buy your way in. Okay, you can pay to play, literally. You know, you're paying to play your video in front of somebody else's ad. Well, you can pay to perform in front of another band. And so who do you contact though? Who do you contact? Managers, booking agents, the artists themselves, the label that they're signed to. All right, all 4 of those all want to get a payday. Okay, and if you have good music and they want to give you an opportunity to get started, then that could be the perfect avenue for you. It was one of the great door openers for me. You don't want to continue to buy onto that tour. Eventually, you know, you go on that tour, build up the fan base, and then you go tour solo in their market. Post below this and let me know if you're like, yeah, I want to buy into a tour. And again, get a copy of this book on Amazon or Audible. Number 3, reach out to influencers. Okay? And this comes to the same thing. Social media influencers, other bands, people that, you know, they could be fashion, could be food, could be something totally random that has an audience, but you might have a song that connects for that audience. Maybe you wrote a song about fishing. Maybe you wrote a song about, you know, sleeping and meditation or peace. Maybe you wrote a rock anthem about drinking and partying, and there's somebody that does whiskey reviews or something like that, and they have a big fan base of people who drink whiskey, and your song would go perfect for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get you to think outside of the box. You don't just want the regular influencers. You can go to an influencer in a completely different market, and that way, guess what? They don't have millions of musicians hounding them all the time. Like if you go to the influencer that's, you know, like for me, it would be a rock magazine or a hip hop magazine. They're getting hit up by hip hop artists and rock artists all the time. They're getting hit up by country artists. But you go for an influencer that's outside of that realm but still has fans, but you have a song that you could ask them to promote. You know what I'm saying? So many stuff. There's tons of different music blogs and websites for almost every kind of music genre imaginable. And again, it doesn't have to be about the music. It could be something different. Okay? Number 5, radio ads. At the time of writing this book, most major labels still use radio as their primary method of breaking an artist into the mainstream, especially in the pop genre. Radio still has that massive ability to make an artist, and record labels are still the gatekeepers to the majority of these stations. This doesn't mean you can't break through as an indie artist, and neither does it mean there aren't other radio formats that you can get played on, like college or smaller independent stations and markets, okay? You don't have to go to top 40. You don't have to go to the mainstream pop stations. You can go to the smaller markets, the AM stations, the college radio, some of the other local stations in your area, and start to build. And you get one station. Then you go after another station. You know, sometimes it's kind of like playing all the small towns around the big city, right? And you get all those stations on board, and then you call up the big station. You say, hey, this station, this station, this station, and this station are playing it. How come you aren't? And then you leverage and you get your fans out there. Okay, there's so many more strategies on here. How to write and release your first song. I hope this has inspired you today. Leave a comment below. Let me know what else you want to learn. Let me know where you're going to go after. What is it going to be? Is it going to be YouTube ads? Is it going to be buying onto tours? Is it going to be radio ads? Is it going to, what was the other one I talked about? Social influencers? You know, and there's so many more ideas that we can talk about today, but which one triggers your heart? Like, and don't feel overwhelmed. Just choose one. Choose one and go deep on it. Go deep. Maybe it's something different. Maybe you're focused on Instagram. Maybe you're focused on Facebook. You know, there's so many different things I could cover today, but I wanted to share that with you. I hope it's inspired you.